Welcome, PMPers, to another edition of Test Your Knowledge. I am your host, Kyle Hoagland, and joining me, as always, is the ever-so winless Josh Haddix.
Hello.
And also joining us is the currently undefeated champion, Josh Kiser.
Undisputed, undefeated champion. I need Paul Heyman right here. I need an advocate at this point.
This is true. So, we just got done recording the most recent podcast that will be up in a couple of days. The Batman vs Superman review, and with that in mind, I figured for people who don't know these guys personally, like I do, this literally is a Bats versus Soups type of matchup. Haddix is definitely a card-carrying member of the Batman fan club.
And Kiser loves soup.
And, yeah. Kiser loves soup. Tomato, minestrone, you name it.
He loves himself a bisque.
Good old
I like a nice bisque.
So, with that said, for this edition, I was thinking like, okay, what can we do to spice this up? I figured just doing 10 questions wouldn't be, I don't think it would have been exciting enough. So I think what we're going to do this time around is I actually have 10 quotes. Now these are either in the comics or in, the motion pictures or even in the cartoon series. And what you guys have to tell me is whether who said this, was it Soups, Bats, or somebody else? You don't have to tell me if you don't think it's either, just say it's neither. You don't have to tell me who it actually was. Just you have to tell me what. So it's out. That sound okay?
Yep.
Okay. And Kiser, make me smile. So here is quote number 1. And it's a pretty easy one.
Are you gonna play an audio quote like "I am Batman"?
No. I'm Batman. Here's the first quote. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Was that Soups, Bats, or neither? You know what? Actually, for this case, no explanation afterwards. I just want to hear it from you guys. So, Kiser, who do you think that was? Just give me an answer. Don't give me any explanation. Just tell me. Was it Soups, Bats, or neither?
Neither.
Haddix?
Neither.
Neither. The answer was Batman.
He actually says it?
This is actually a quote directly from The Dark Knight.
I knew it was from The Dark Knight, but I thought Harvey Dent said that.
Well, Batman also says it too.
Does he quote Harvey Dent when he says it?
He might have, but this is definitely a quote. This is definitely a quote though from that Christian Bale says. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That is a line that was said.
Yeah, I do recall him saying it. And I mean, because he was told it. Yeah. Yeah. That was a trick question.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you right now.
I didn't know we had the Riddler over here.
I know, seriously.
I apologize. You know what?
Well,
so you tell me the reason why you said neither is because you both thought Harvey Dent. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I thought it was Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me to, I thought that's what you were going to ask me to do, and I would have said Harvey Dent.
Now that you say that, yes, I do recall when Christian Bale says it. Yeah, you are right in the sense that he does say it in the movie, but it's after Harvey Dent says it.
Well, let's put it this way. We won't have to worry about it too much. It won't be controversial since both of you got it wrong. So either I would have given it both of you right
yes.
as a technicality. But either way, 0-0, we're still tied. We'll go to the second quote.
Okay. Are we saying these out loud? Is that what we're
Yes,
doing?
we're going to do them out loud.
Okay.
I'll start with Kiser and then we'll go to Haddix. Quote number 2. There is a right and a wrong in the universe, and that distinction is not hard to make. Was that Soups, Bats, or neither? Kiser.
I'll go with Soups on this one.
Haddix?
I mean, I feel like doing this, I'm going to seem like I'm copying off of Kiser. If I say what Kiser's saying,
We'll bounce off. Then we'll have you answer it first next time.
I'd have to go with Soups as well.
Okay, well, that is correct. That was Soups. That just sounds like something Superman would say anyways.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's definitely a Boy Scouty kind of comment or quote.
Absolutely. So the score is 1-1. Here is quote number 3. Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share. That's why it's so important. It separates us from them. Is that Soups, Bats, or neither? Haddix.
I want to go with neither.
Kiser.
I'm going to take Batman on that one.
And the answer to that, from Batman Begins, it was Batman.
I knew that sounded familiar.
I thought it was Ra's al Ghul.
Well, unfortunately, it was not. Congratulations, Kiser.
What was the quote again? Say that quote for me again.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share. That's why it's so important. It separates us from them.
Who does he say that to?
If you want me to, question. I can look it up later. I just know that it's Batman because I have it down here and it says Batman from Batman Begins.
I'm with you. Yeah. We can continue. I'm with you.
All right. So here is quote number 4. Now this is kind of a lengthy one. So here we go. There's an ancient wisdom I should have heeded long ago. If only I had recognized its truth applies as much to me as to all men. True happiness is found along a middle road. There lies the balance and the harmony, with reason and emotion, not a war, but hand in hand.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Before we even do that, I was zoned out. That's actually that. According to this, that quote, the last one, is half and half.
Actually, I just Googled it too.
Yeah.
He's right.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share is one line. That's why it's so important to separate is Bruce Wayne.
Yep, that's right. Ra's al Ghul says the first line, and then Batman replies with the second part of it.
Oh, I got you. All right, that's my bad. Sorry. So you know what?
So technically, we were both right.
Yeah, we were
both right. I'll give you guys both the points on that one. This is taking shit.
And I was like reading that when you started the second quote, so like I didn't hear how it started. My bad. Or the third quote, I guess.
So right now it's still what 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
Or 2-2.
2-2. It's 2-2. All right. So I'll say it again. There's an ancient wisdom I should have heeded long ago. If only I had recognized its truth applies as much to me as to all men. True happiness is found along a middle road. There lies the balance and the harmony, with reason and emotion, not at war, but hand in hand. Was that Soups, Bats, or neither? This time I'm going to ask Haddix again.
Neither.
Kiser? And
I muted myself, but I was going to say neither. Sorry.
You guys are both correct. That was neither. That definitely didn't sound like. I said when I first grabbed this, I'm like, okay, this definitely doesn't sound like Batman. That's too much for Batman to fucking say, anyways.
Yeah.
Batman's very much to the point, says very quick things.
Well, because talking like this for a long period of time will hurt your throat.
So then, what does that sound like? That could be. Who do you think said that in the DC universe?
Lex Luthor?
It was actually Aquaman.
Classic Aquaman.
All right, so score is still 2-2, and we're going to quote number 5. It is a remarkable dichotomy. In many ways, he is the most human of us all. Then he shoots fire from the skies, and it's difficult not to think of him as a god. And how fortunate we all are that it does not occur to him. Is that Soups, Bats, or neither? Kiser.
I know this too. I mean, I know that quote. I'm going to go neither.
Haddix.
I'm going to go with Batman.
It was Batman.
Was it Batman? Shit.
So, Haddix, other than I think the time I gave you a point out of mercy, this might be the first time you've ever led. Ever. In Test Your Knowledge. The score is...
Do you know where that quote's from?
It's from a comic book, I believe.
Yeah, it's a comic book quote.
It's not actually from like a movie of some sort. That's the reason why I picked it, because I swear I saw it in the movie.
I can actually see the page. It's a Batman Superman comic book, I believe.
Maybe that's why, because I had that's like the few comics I read. I have the Batman Superman comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So score right now is Haddix 4, Kiser 3. And here is quote number 6. Dreams save us. Dreams lift us up and transform us, and on my soul, I swear until my dream of a world where dignity, honor, and justice becomes the reality we all share, I'll never stop fighting. Ever. Was that Soups? Bats? Neither. Haddix.
Superman.
Kiser.
Superman.
And that is correct. That is Superman. Once again, Boy Scouty.
That's from the cartoon, isn't it?
That is Superman Action Comics number 775, which was
I was thinking 774. Okay.
But you know what? You got it right. We're not giving you bonus points for lying that you read any of these. Score is 5-4. Haddix, keep this going, man. You could do this. You can really do this.
The pressure's on now, dude. Now just the pressure's overwhelming. I might collapse.
This is like trying to win game number 73.
Exactly.
All right, here is quote number 7. I didn't have to go easy on you. A different binding agent, a stronger mix. I want you to remember that. I wanted to remind you to stay out of my way. In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you. Was that Soups? Bats? Neither. Kiser.
Batman.
Haddix.
That is for sure Batman.
And that is for sure the correct answer. That is actually from The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Yeah. That was when he actually beat the shit out of Superman before he had his heart attack.
Before he faked having
Spoiler alert, Batman gets a heart attack. Score is 5-4?
I think it's 6.
6 to 5.
6 to 5. All right. Here's the next quote. This is what I am. This is who I am. Come hell or high water, if I deny it, I deny everything I've ever done, everything I've ever fought for. Was that Soups, Bats, or neither? Haddix.
Say it to me again.
This is what I am. This is who I am. Come hell or high water, if I deny it, I deny everything I've ever done, everything I've ever fought for.
I'm going to say neither.
Kiser.
Ah, you bastard.
That's
I'm going to go Batman on this one.
The answer is Green Arrow. So neither.
Yeah. I was going to go neither, but I wanted Haddix not to say neither.
He played a power play on you there.
Dude, it's like we're playing poker, dude.
So score now is 7-5. So
yeah.
Now 7-5. You have a 2-point lead with 2 quotes left. So Kiser, you want to come back into this? I do have a tiebreaker in case this gets to tie. So here we go. This is quote number 9. A hero can be anyone, even a man doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat around a little boy's shoulder to let him know that the world hadn't ended. Was that Soups, Bats, or neither? Kiser.
Soups.
Batman.
You see how quick he said that?
I did.
Are you close to your mic, or are you just angry that you're losing now?
I mean, I'm not like super close to it, but I'm here.
Well, it's not. You weren't super close because it wasn't Superman. It was Batman. That was. Do you know what that's from, Haddix?
Yeah, when he was a kid and Commissioner Gordon putting a coat around his shoulders.
Oh.
That was actually also a quote from The Dark Knight Rises. No,
Gordon?
it's Batman from The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yep. I remember that now.
At first, I thought it was going to be like a trick and it was going to be Commissioner Gordon who said it, but then I remembered it.
So here's the final one. Now, I have to right now stop for a moment and say congratulations to Haddix. You finally broken through, got your first win. How's it feel?
Who was the person who broke Goldberg's streak?
Kevin Nash.
Was it Kevin Nash? All right. Well, I feel like Diesel.
Big Daddy Cool. Guys, does this feel like a taser to the chest?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a clean victory. It wasn't a Brock Lesnar Undertaker streak. It was definitely more a taser to the chest.
So you're not even giving him the honor and the I guess the pleasure of his first victory. Are you saying that shenanigans were involved?
I'm not saying that.
So here's the final one. We're going to go ahead and just get a final score, but here is quote number 10. You're different now. You can think for yourself, so think about this. Before, you were a mindless thing. Nothing could hurt you. You couldn't feel pain, much less understand it. But once you have felt it, it changes you forever. And you'll begin to understand something new. Fear. Was that soups, bats, or neither? Kiser, I'll let you pick first.
Neither.
Haddix.
I'm going to go, since I already won, I'm going to go neither in parentheses, Seth Rollins.
Oh, man. If only everyone else understood that. For those who don't, go ahead and watch the other.
I was going to say, if you're listening to these every week.
If you're listening to these trivia podcasts, you should know it.
Well, unfortunately, this actually was Superman.
It was Superman. I honestly, if I was answering that correctly, I'd have said Batman.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking Superman at all. I actually thought it was like
this was the resurrection of Doomsday. This was Superman fighting Doomsday for the second time.
Okay.
And this is the one where basically Superman just beats the living shit out of him.
Yeah.
And he basically tells him that before, the reason why Doomsday was so formidable is because he didn't fear anything. Pain didn't register, or nothing registered with him, so it was tough to fight somebody like that. But now that he does feel it, now he knows that he doesn't like it. Now he has fear in his mind.
Gotcha.
Final score: Haddix, you're at 8, and Kiser, you're at 5. Oh man. Well, you know what? I feel good. I don't know how I would have felt if Kiser was going to go into this 4-0, especially in a matchup where I feel like, I'll be honest, there were more Batman quotes than there were Superman quotes. I think it was 5-3 and then 2 neithers. So with just that alone, I felt like, okay, maybe Haddix has a shot at this. So I'm glad. I'm not saying I purposely put this in favor of Haddix.
But you're not saying that either.
I'm not.
Way to just play into Kaiser's fucking, Well,
let's put it this way:
conspiracy theories.
We had 2 test your knowledges based on wrestling, which clearly Kaiser's got a very, very, very clear advantage. So this one, yeah, it tips the scales a little bit towards you, but I don't think it's as obvious as the wrestling one.
True.
Can we at least all agree with that?
I mean, I'm taking it. I'm taking the victory. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to pop me a cold one.
Yeah, Stevie Weiser.
I'm going to get me a Steve Weiser and drink that down.
All right.
Read a bunch
so right now the overall score here is Haddix, you've got your first win. However, it's going to take a little bit of time before you catch up to Kiser. At least 2 more weeks where you can get back to 3. Kiser, you have 3 wins, well earned ones, by the way.
Is it 3 or 2? Have we done? Is this our 4th week of doing this?
This is our 4th.
This is our 4th week. Yeah, baseball and 2 wrestling
teams.
Oh, I forgot about the baseball one where Kiser and I were just wrong on everything together. So,
but then I nailed Greg Maddux, so that put me above.
This is true. You basically pulled the Seth Rollins again and couldn't figure out a guy who was Cy Young.
He's my go-to guy.
He is. He's your go-to answer 10.
Yep.
All right. Well, for everybody else here, Jesus Christ. I'm Hoagie. He's Haddix. He's Kiser. And we'll see you guys next time.
Adios.
Later.